In fact, the biggest setback came from the men's track and field events, especially the sprint, and a series of events where they were expected to win 4 gold medals. And what was the end result? Just half of it went in their kitty. Apart from Noah Lyles in 100 meters and men's relay team in 4x400, the US failed to deliver. And while Lyles managed to secure bronze in the 200-meter race despite having COVID, the 4x100 meter men's relay team did not even reach the podium. Why? They were disqualified. And what's more embarrassing, Canada won the race. No, it isn't a historic rivalry between the two neighbors in track and field, but this goes back to what Noah Lyles seems to have inadvertently or knowingly said. We'll come back to that in just a bit. But how did the relay team get disqualified? Well, it was because of this. If you can see that any clearly. A picture of this, of course, sums it up for us. The team wasn't just clinical enough the failure to pass the baton at the right point, of course, cost them the race. In the need to get there fast, USA's Kenny Bednarek got away ahead of his teammate, Christian Coleman, who was, of course, supposed to pass the baton. The pass, of course, couldn't happen in time, and you can see the fumble there behind me. And the exchange couldn't be done within that time, resulting in the exchange to be slow and anyway, Team USA getting disqualified. That's what happened. But of course, this isn't the first time US has failed to pass the baton without a hitch. The country has a history of baton botch-ups. The same happened in 2008, 2016, and of course at the Tokyo Games too. The medals have dried up for USA entirely since 2008 in the 4x100 meter relays. And one of the reasons, of course, has been this. Something that is supposed to be easy and smooth, passing the baton, so it was bound to irk the fans. But it was downright infuriating for someone who's won this event in the past, Carl Lewis.
It is time to blow up the system. This continues to be completely unacceptable. It is clear that everyone at USATF is more concerned with relationships than winning. No athlete should step on the track and run another relay until this program is changed from top to bottom.
Now, I understand why Carl Lewis will be enraged. In the 4x100 meter relay of the 1988 edition, Lewis could not make it to the track even as the Americans fumbled an exchange in a heats and were qualified. But the Olympic legend made up for that botch-up in 1992 by winning gold for the team then. So clearly this is personal. Lewis's words do not just reflect USA's utter failure, but also point out that the team has only been showing that it is overconfident, but not delivering when it matters. Sure, they won gold at the World Athletics Championships, but instead of replicating that victory or focusing on doing better here, they're engaging in some banter that probably has come back to bite them. Which is where I get to the Noah Lyles and the Canada jibe. At the World Relays just a couple of months back, USA's Noah Lyles was asked if he saw Canada as a threat in the 4x100 meter relay event in Paris. And his response was, Canada who? So when Canada won the relay, it just added salt to the wounds of the relay team. A relay team that did not have Noah Lyles because he had become all too weak by the time he had finished the 200 meter race. So really quite the taunt that they weren't expecting. Even Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau couldn't help but trolling USA and Noah Lyles in particular. Clearly, Lyles' past seems to have caught up with him rather quickly, even without his participation. And this proved to be another instance where all USA had to do was talk less and run more. It's the performance on the field that really counts and that matters at the end of the day. Sure, we cannot deny the spirit of combat that Noah Lyles displayed earlier on when he ran the 200-meter race despite having COVID. But this episode just brought it all to naught and just kept the trolls going. Maybe this Canadian victory is enough to give Lyles and his team, Team USA, a reality check when Los Angeles Olympics comes around.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment.
So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
On this today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies.